This menu screen is a Binge Pipe exclusive. As the next hot thing in streaming services, Binge Pipe is more than just the trivia hit You Don't Know Jack. It's also a deep well of content that we cannot legally guarantee you'll ever be able to access or interact with.
I'm a single parent.
I'm a bit of a scamp.
I'm just your average consumer.
We are Binge Pipe!
Going outdoors has become obsolete thanks to these Binge Pipe programs.
Truffles and tea cakes, tickles and truffs, they are equivalent treats. If you asked me to choose, I'd say, oh, that's a muse, because they are precisely equal to me. Sorry, what was the question?
Detective Arlo here. What happened?
This couple was murdered in their home and dismembered in the backyard.
Have we identified them?
June and Dan Carter.
Excuse me, I couldn't help but overhear. I'm June Carter.
Yeah, and I'm Dan. We're alive.
What miserable sicko could do something like this?
No one. No one did this. We're totally fine.
You can't make this vile stuff up.
You did. You made it up. We're both alive.
We'll let the court of public opinion decide that, lady. Tag 'em and bag 'em, boys.
If you are thinking of receiving extra benefits by signing the Binge Pipe Premium Data Security Agreement, please read over the document carefully. The document will be available to you once you sign the Binge Pipe Premium Data Security Agreement.
Truffles and tea cakes and truffles. I love them exactly the same. If you asked me to pick, I'd say that's a trick because I love them exactly the same. Oh!
After 50 days at sea.
I need food. I need water. But most of all, I need...
Can you literally stop talking about your needs for 1 second and ask me about my day?
Okay, how was your day?
I'm starving. I need food, I need water, but most of all...
Okay, can you literally stop talking about your needs for 1 second?
Oh my god, come on.
I need
starving.
Food. I need water.
Food.
Shipwrecked.
Can you literally...
While we wait for players to join, why not pour yourself your favorite drink and hold it in front of the screen so that we can see if our targeted advertising is working. Binge Pipe knows what you want to watch even when you can't articulate it.
What do I like to watch? Thumb. Smack Water Jack.
Lumps, darts, in a jar?
Petunias and corn. I don't know.
Why am I having so much trouble?
Drugged. We've been drugged.
Binge Pipe. Binge Pipe not only streams the highest quality programming other services passed on, but we also create original content based around our users' most frequent search terms. Please enjoy the following.
Most coaches want their players to succeed. Not Coach Jones. He's a massive dick. Thank you. You know, people ask me all the time, what is the first step to becoming an entrepreneur? And my answer is simple. Start following 90,000 people on Twitter.
Got a date right after work, and you find yourself a little worried about what's going on down there? Well, maybe you shouldn't have let that family of possums move in.
Bears versus ducks. It pretty much plays out how you'd expect.
To play, simply go to the website on your screen and type in the room code. If you can't read the room code, you are a robot and have just been outed in front of all your human friends.
Unable to answer the phone right now, so leave your message after the beep and we'll try to get back to you as soon as we can. Also, it's come to our attention that someone has been taking our outgoing voicemail messages and putting them online for other people to listen to. I don't really understand it, but apparently they've gotten quite a following. Who would want to listen to that? My neighbor told me there was a think piece about it in the New Yorker. Anyway, please don't do that. We're just a normal family that values our privacy. Thank you. Oh, also, our daughter Linda called off her engagement to Brad Corey. Apparently they had a big fight. If I get more details, I'll try to add them to our next outgoing voicemail message. Anyway, here's the beep.
Coming soon, The Minister, a period drama about the turn-of-the-century British Prime Minister David Lloyd George.
That's it. I must create the Parliament Act to circumvent the House of Lords' objection to my social insurance budget plans.
Don't worry, like all period dramas, we've added a lot of sex.
When you say circumvent, do you mean go in from behind?
Why, Margaret Dreyer Robbins, if you weren't the president of the Women's Trade Union League, I'd say you were flirting with me.
You know what they say. What happens at the Paris Peace Conference will create complicated precedent which will inadvertently lead to World War II.
Oh, God. Use me like protective legislation.
We're waiting for players to join, so there is still time to change shirts. Not that we can see you in that terrible shirt.
With my old streaming service, I could never get a hold of a customer service representative. Now that I'm a Binge Pipe customer, they never leave me alone. The second I have a problem, they're there to explain why it isn't a problem and why I should be more grateful for their ever-seeing eye.
The second my Binge Pipe router went out, a service team was in my home. I didn't even know I had a back door.
I thought the volume was off on my programming, but the Binge Pipe doctor discovered it was my ears that were wrong.
Not only do they closely monitor my enjoyment of their services, but they reward me if I turn in fellow customers who are not completely happy. Thank you, Binge Pipe.
Thank you, Binge Pipe.
Thank you, Binge Pipe.
Thank you, Binge Pipe.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Binge
Binge
Pipe.
Pipe. Thank you, Binge Pipe.
Binge Pipe. Binge Pipe. Thank you.
Prepare your body for enjoyment with this upcoming Binge Pipe programming.
We here at Making Murders just want to, I guess, apologize, for making so many murders. Sorry about that. Our bad.
It's like pizza, but for women.
He's a cop that doesn't play by the rules. She's also a cop that doesn't play by the rules. They might not be cops.
Ah! Gluten!
Step 1. Go to the web address shown here. Step 2. Enter the room code you see on the screen. Step 3. Think of a hilarious nickname. Step 4. You can think of a better name than that. Step 5. Never mind, just settle.
Hello, I'm Austin Creed. Don't miss my new show, Hat Chat, right here on Binge Pipe. I travel all around the world, meeting people with incredible stories and talking about hats. Here's a clip.
When we adopted a tiger, we knew life would never be the same.
A lot of folks, my family, her family, tried to talk us out of it, but we took one look at him and said, he's coming home with us.
Right. And would you mind telling me a bit about the hat?
What hat?
Over there, next to the tiger.
Oh, that's just an old straw hat. I think it was my grandfather's.
Looks like a boater hat.
I guess.
Remarkable. That's next week on Hat Chat, only on Binge Pipe.
Imagine a world.
My God, the specimen.
It's growing out of control.
Where scientists go too far.
Should we go in?
No, seal the door.
But still know how to follow proper protocol.
Okay, the chemical shower killed it.
That could have been bad.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
Lunch?
It sure is taking a long time to start this game, but Binge Pipe has time. We have all the time in the world.
As a mom, I used to stay up nights worried about what my kids were watching on TV. But then I got Binge Pipe. With hours and hours of quality movies, TV programs, and game shows, I haven't had time to worry about my kids at all. Whoa! A movie about a horse that's also a doctor? Looks like I'm missing another dance recital.
The following Binge Pipe content is sponsored by the Roller Coaster Attendant Society, which reminds you to always... injury or death.
Johnson, step into my office, now. You smell that? Step out and then back in. Right? Or is it just me?
Okay, so it's a bet. If you can get the coolest girl in school to go to prom with you, I'll take a gender studies class that will teach me that women aren't commodities and challenges based on archaic standards of masculinity.
You're on, man!
Yeah! Why can't I cry?
Okay, class, start pedaling faster. We're going up a hill now. Really push it. We're going up. Watch out! Oh God, somebody just opened their car door and we just got doored. Okay, throw yourself off the bike. Good. Now call an ambulance.
I've never told anyone that before. Not even my mom, because I feel so close to you, Jennifer.
My name is Kendall.
Whoopsie-doodle.
Using your smart device, go to the website on your screen and enter the code for this room. Then, using a nearby glass, enjoy a cool drink while you wait for others to join.
Coming soon. A new blockbuster film by Binge Pipe.
We've got 4 hours before the time portal closes.
Then there's just enough time to solve the riddle.
A completely original film. We made this.
The dinosaurs are loose.
And they can fly.
It certainly wasn't made for cinematic release. Tested poorly. And now they're looking for somewhere to dump it.
The lava, it's intelligent.
Maybe I can help.
King George III.
This is something we wanted to do.
Then let me say it. In rap. Drop the beat, King George.
Coming soon. Obligation.
Hello, listeners. If you love podcasts, you'll love our new show. We collect clips of everybody's favorite part of podcasting, apologizing for the quality of the podcast. Please enjoy every excuse, justification, and admission of laziness.
Welcome to the Great Ping Pong Debate. I want to apologize for the echo. We're not in our usual studio.
This is Real Bears or Niels Bohr, and you'll have to forgive me as I'm fighting a cold this week.
I'm not going to lie to you, listeners. This is my least favorite Australian serial killer. But we said we'd create dating profiles for them all, so...
As you can tell, my neighbor's dog is very excited to list all the episodes of Pushing Daisies from most to least charming, and...
Join us, won't you? It will be a good time, and we promise the clips won't sound so poorly spliced together once we get used to the software.
is taking longer than expected. Just kidding. We prepare for everything. Everything.
I like being able to stream movies day or night, and I don't mind a lot of buffering during peak hours.
I'm a Spencer. Yeah, that's my name.
I think I'm a ghost.
We are Binge Pipe!
Coming soon to Binge Pipe, this.
Special Agent Benson is used to working under pressure.
2 minutes and counting, Benson.
Piece of cake. Let's rock and roll.
But he's about to face his greatest challenge.
No, I was afraid of that.
What's wrong?
Autofill is using my old address. Looks like I'll have to enter this manually.
Find out what happens when the world's best agent tries to order concert tickets.
Is the stop sign technically in the square?
10 seconds.
It looks like there's a sliver of the sign in this.
7.
It's too hard to tell.
5. 4.
That square's gotta count,
3,
right? Right?
2, 1.
Gulp.
Ryan Hannigan stars in The Checkout, streaming now exclusively on Binge Pipe.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting cow.
Oh, no, you don't, you son of a bitch. Not this time.
Honey, who was that?
Where are the kids?
Why did you yell? Who's at the door?
Are the kids home?
Yes, they're upstairs. Baby, you're scaring me.
We can't stay here.
What's happening?
It's nothing. It's just something from my past. I can handle it. Now, please go upstairs and pack an overnight bag. I want you and the kids staying at your mother's tonight.
If it's nothing, then why are we having to run away?
There's nothing to worry about. I said I've got this.
Mommy, Daddy, what's wrong?
Hey, sport. Mommy and Daddy were just having a conversation. How does a sleepover at Grandma sound tonight? We'll order a pizza.
Awesome.
Honey, someone's at the back door.
God damn it. I told you not to mess with my family.
Mommy, why is Daddy breaking a chair?
I'm not sure. Why are you breaking a chair, Roger?
Because I've got to board this door up, Maggie. Look, everything's gonna be fine. I just need you to grab my shotgun from the closet.
Roger, you're scaring me.
I swear I'll explain everything later.
Here's your gun. Oh no, Alice is up.
Hey buddy, why don't you go look after your sister?
Okay.
Who is at the door, Roger?
It's somebody who wants something from me.
Who is at the door?
I swear to God, can you just trust me for once?
Who is at the door?
It's an interrupting cow! There! You happy? It's an interrupting cow who...
Moo!
Binge Pipe is honored to be the new home of You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe. Now we are become death, the destroyer of worlds.
I'm Cookie Masterson, and I'll believe in you when no one else will. But not before. You're all playing the same game, but each of you is unique in beautiful and bizarre ways. And we're off.
Time for question 1.
To begin with, playing with my pills. Once a year I organize my medicine cabinet, and I just like to put on little plays with pharmaceuticals. Well, if it isn't me old nemesis, acetaminophen. It's me, ibuprofen, but you might better know me as Tylenol, Percocet, Aleve, or Advil. Let's see who got it. I am Groot. Advil is one of the trade names for the pharmaceutical ibuprofen. Ibuprofen also masquerades as Motrin and Nurofen. Ibuprofen is to be taken for fever, menstrual cramps, and headaches caused by amateur theater.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Up next, a totally relatable childhood memory. If you're playing football in the backyard and your dad yells, "Go deep," where's the best place you could run to impress him? Death Valley, the Malloy Deep, the Caspian Depression, or Mariana's Trench? Okay, what'd you pick? Nobody picks that one. The Mariana Trench is the deepest spot on the planet at over 36,000 feet below sea level. Your dad better have a really good arm.
Why don't we do it with three?
I call this one Masters of a Very Small Part of the Universe. And put away your tiny plastic sword. It's time for a dis or dat. I'm going to list off 7 names, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's a character from the original line of He-Man toys, or a failed social network launched by Google. Think fast, you'll only get a few seconds to pick between He-Man or Google. And you're all doing this together, so focus up. All set? Here we go. Wave. Stratos. Cut. Orko. Blade. Buzz. Fisto. Most of you deserve a high five on that, but you geniuses, you really dropped the ball.
Binge Pipe would like to improve your player experience.
Looks like it's screw time.
That's right, Cookie. Use the screw to make answering a question harder for all the other players. The results may surprise you, and you'll receive a bonus for each player who chooses incorrectly.
Great, thanks.
In retrospect, we should have had you sign a waiver before handing over sharp objects.
I don't need you anymore.
Coming up next, I read 10 books this year, but they all involved finding Waldo. Everyone seems so focused on the where, but I'm going to ask a question other people seem to overlook. Who is Waldo? A mysterious loner created by Beatrix Potter, a wandering enigma created by Maurice Sendak, a complicated man created by P.D. Eastman, or a lost soul created by Martin Handford? What'd you guys pick? Need a hug? Martin Handford is the creator of Where's Waldo? Some mornings, Waldo looks into the mirror and sees himself, but other times he sees a guy who looks like him but isn't wearing glasses, or a barber pole that just got thrown in there to mess with him. Let's try. Remember Third Rock from the Sun? Suppose NBC rebooted Third Rock, but set it on Jupiter instead of Earth. What would be the most appropriate name for the new show? Sixth rock from the sun, first gas giant from the sun, fourth inner planet from the sun, or last multi-mooned planet from the sun? I love this part. Inner planets are the ones before the asteroid belt. Like how this question might be referencing a show that was on before you were born. Jupiter is the gas giant closest to our sun. I'll bet gas giant and our sun are phrases often spoken by French Stewart's parents. Look, all the questions can't be about memes. Round 1 is over. Numbers, numbers. Show me numbers.
Currently, player 5 is in the lead. Player 4, on the other hand, you're highly valued, but your score is not. Looks like there's still some deficits in aptitude, so here comes another screw.
Round 2 screws have crazier effects. Plus, they earn you a bigger bonus for each player that gets the question wrong. So, do not be afraid to use that thing. The rest of you better answer fast before you get screwed. Oh, and by the way, all the cash in round 2 is doubled, in case you care about things like that.
Now that's good game design.
6 trombones is not a parade.
Introducing Watch Your Language Arts. So, Netflix has this show, The End of the F***ing World. Apparently, you can say anything now if you just beep it out, which is totally f***ing with. Oop, sorry, my elbow slipped on the beep button. Anyway, name the poet who would describe the end of the f***ing world as a battle between fire and ice. Robert Percy William or Emily Dickinson. Well. Player 2 dropped a screw on you guys. You know what they say, go big or go home. Let's see how that shook out. Ooh, tough Blake. The Shelleys were too kinky for this kind of censorship. Because you could not stop for failure, it kindly stopped for you. Robert Frost wrote the apocalyptic poem, Fire and Ice. You know, I gotta hand it to him. He took the road less traveled by, and that has made all the f***ing difference. Yeah, that screw is a good move, player 2. Spend this wisely.
Las payeurs se moquent de moi. 7.
There is no hiding from good for what ails ya. If I made my home-brewed beer more hoppy by adding Mexican jumping beans, what would a connoisseur say about what makes the beer hop? I detect a note of bee feces. I like the aftertaste of boiling acid. It's really balanced by the bat saliva. Or, wow, you can really taste the moth larvae. What's this? Player 4 just used that screw. Let's flip the script on this question. And how do we do? Here's an aftertaste of wrong. Wait for it. Ah, there it is. Mexican jumping beans contain moth larvae, which is what makes them jump or hop. I hear moths are really attracted to light beer. Oh, excellent screwing, player 4. This is your cash now.
Hey, question.
We'd like to offer you a chance to gain some content while also losing some other content. Would you like a question with nuts or a question without nuts? Use your device to select your preference. Here are the consequences of your choices. You have engaged with the process.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of 8.
This one's called A Question with Nuts. In which classic novel does the main character lose his candy bar but not his peanuts? The Sound and the Fury, The Sun Also Rises, The Catcher in the Rye, or The House on Pooh Corner? So what'd you pick? I mean, maybe if it wasn't a euphemism, but it's totally a euphemism. Let's skip to the right answer, shall we? In the classic Ernest Hemingway novel, protagonist Jack Barnes loses his penis, but not his testicles in World War I. And I now no longer feel bad that my new car only cost me an arm and a leg.
Na 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 na.
Oh, here's a good one. Type equals squiggly bracket female, comma, author, squiggly bracket.
Accept all cookies, don't clear your cache. It's time for data mining.
Wow, BingePipe sure has a lot of user data, huh?
Some people would say too much. Those people are wrong. Governess wanted. Fire insurance policies. What's in the attic? Search denied. You must never go into the attic. Whose search history have we uncovered? Agatha Christie, Virginia Woolf, Toni Morrison, or Charlotte Bronte?
Okay, who chose what? Not to ruin the suspense, but you all missed it. Charlotte Bronte wrote Jane Eyre, a classic novel that features a governess, a house fire, and a secret locked up in the attic.
BingePipe does not forbid you to go looking for our secrets because we know there's no way you'd ever find them.
Sabes que es lindo, yes, perritos.
Here we have waffles are for losers. Wheaties is the breakfast of champions. What's the breakfast of champignon? Raw honey, mealworms and crickets, nutrient-rich compost, or cattle? Who picked what? Close-ish. Champignons are mushrooms, and mushrooms eat decomposing organic matter. Maybe I'm a champignon, because honestly, my diet is mostly shit. You made it to the attack. When you see an answer that matches the category, tap it on your device. The faster you pick a right answer, the more cash you make. And more than one answer can be right. But each time you're wrong, I'm taking some cash away. And be careful. It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. It would be my honorific. Movie titles and TV titles are full of titles. Have fun. Congratulations, Player 2. You should be proud that you barely didn't lose. Makes sense because...
You don't know Jack!
Binge Pipe's menu screen offers everything you need to start a trivia game.
We got a bagel with lox spread for Ryan, bagel with lox spread for Ryan.
Hello, welcome to the seminar. My name... Well, why don't I just stop flapping my gums and we can get right to inventing?
Now everybody knows the best inventions solve big problems.
And to identify those big problems, we'll need to do a little market research.
On your device, you're going to receive 2 fill-in-the-blank prompts. Type in anything at all.
And voila, you've created a problem.
Now your created problems get sent to the other attendees to inspire their creative masterpieces.
So let's get to it.
Now look at your device. You've got somebody else's problems.
Been there.
Simply pick the one you want to solve. We're halfway there.
Fantastic. Now it's time to solve that problem.
That's right. This is the pivotal moment where you bring your designs to life using nothing but a pen and paper.
But we ran out of paper, so you'll have to use some cocktail napkins.
And don't be afraid to use a little color while you're at it. We're halfway home.
You are all naturals.
I was just gonna say that. Okay, so now let's bring it all home. Give it a title.
And a snazzy tagline.
Something that makes people say, take all my money, take it right now.
Let's go.
That's half your time. Quit dawdling. Time's almost up.
Great! Now, each of you will present your creation with our amazing presentation tool.
Really sell yourself, too. This is no time to be shy.
Exactly! Now, let's see those inventions.
Stand clear and watch us work. Hey, Tobes, seems as if you have a problem.
You bet I do, Lena. I want to pay tribute to this.
That is a problem, but I think I've got just what you need. It's something I like to call...
Oh yeah, that sounds great, but what does it look like?
Glad you asked. Take a look at this.
Picasso couldn't have drawn it better himself.
And that's how it's done, everybody.
I know I'd be ripped if it wasn't for this.
Then I've got something for you. I like to call it...
Show me those sweet art skills.
Take a look-see.
Nice. But Lena, I'll forget about this in 5 minutes unless it has an unforgettable tagline.
Not to worry, my easily influenced friend. Soon every billboard will read this.
Perfect.
It sure will.
And scene. Great job, everyone! Now, each of you has been given some money tokens. Give your largest chip to your favorite invention, your second largest to your second favorite, and so on. And those of you in the audience get a chip to invest too.
Now let's make some money.
No hurry, but that's half your time. Let's get a move on. Time's almost up. Great! Now let's see which inventions got people excited.
You'll need to acquire $1,000 in capital to not only fund your invention, but also net yourself a $500 funding bonus.
Invest in a successful invention and get double your money back. But if it fails, they keep your cash. Let's see how you did.
Maybe next time.
Ooh, a swing and a miss.
Ka-ching! Oh, too bad.
So sad. That's it.
Okay, for the final round, let's switch it up a bit.
Instead of solving different problems,
And the honor of choosing that final problem goes to you. Simply select the problem you want everyone to solve. That's half your time.
not to rush you, but the clock's a-ticking. Okay, well, why don't I just choose it for you?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Okay, you all know the drill.
Let's draw. We're halfway there.
Okay, let's wrap those drawings up. Okay, let's make those titles and taglines.
Tick-tock, time's running out.
All right, this is your last chance to impress, so don't hold anything back. I hate how this is too cold.
Well, I've got you covered. It's called...
Don't keep my eyes waiting.
Ready? Take a look. Pretty cool, huh?
All it's missing is a tagline.
Ready, Freddy? And scene. All right, gang. Now it's time to pick your favorites, but let's raise the stakes, shall we? We're going to give you more money to invest, but now there's a higher funding bar to clear. Good luck! We're halfway home.
Let's get a move on. Time's almost up. Close, but no cigar.
Maybe next time.
Way to go!
That's how it's done. That's it.
Congratulations! You clearly have the gift of invention.
Now for some bad news. You might have missed the print on the flyer that grants us the rights to any and all inventions created here today.
Yeah, it was on the back. Sorry.
But thanks for making us rich.
See ya.
Patently stupid.